shoots this one to first. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out.
Second. Right fielder.
Striding into the box, Jason Hayward. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Archer steps into his windup. Here's the 0-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. This is lifted out to left. Geyer moves over. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting third baseman
Chris Bryant gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. We are, of course, under the dome here in St. Pete. How'd you feel about playing inside?
I never really liked playing inside. I always felt like baseball needed to be outdoors. Loved playing under the elements.
And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike three and the inning. Jake Arrieta, the Missouri-born right-hander, gets the job of starting pitcher here. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, remember, he's not a lot of fun to face because he's got 5 pitches. As a hitter, you've got to worry about the ball coming in, moving away, the speed. He's a lot to handle when you're up at the plate.
Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Three-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Left field and deep. So they're going back. He can't get there as it falls in. Settling in now, Brad Miller, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Miller.
And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike one.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Nobody out, runner on first. No, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Got him. So a runner at first with one out now. And standing in here is the very dangerous third baseman, Evan Longoria. Got him to go up the ladder there for strike one.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. That's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
And that's in there as well, 0-2 now. Now, people describe this guy as throwing a heavy sinker. Would you guys agree with that assessment?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's hard to explain why that's the case, but it's true. When you run into a guy with a good sinker and lots of movement on it, it just feels like you're hitting a bowling ball. The ball just doesn't go anywhere.
Steve Pierce stands in as he swings and misses for strike one. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Do you even bother with anything else here?
No, I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for...
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Anthony Rizzo makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Line toward right center. And he will reach down to put this one away. Good job of hanging with it there for the first out.
Second baseman.
Into the box, Ben Zobrist, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And we all know he's a much better hitter from the other side.
Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. Archer looks in, coming at him with the 0-1. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Around first, on his way to second now. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Batting six.
Coming to the plate now, Jorge Soler. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field. And that is going to clear the wall. A home run. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
Well, it's just a little and not a terrible location, really. But if you're sitting on that pitch in that spot, you can certainly do some damage. And he absolutely did some right there. That's a two-run homer.
Javier Baez will stand in as he'll get a break from playing the field and be the DH here in this one.
Yeah, it's a nice luxury to have here in an interleague ball game. You give him a little bit of a break from the field, but you still keep that big bat in the lineup.
Bounced weakly near the plate. Casale scoops it up in time to first, and there are two away.
Batting eight. Shortstop.
Addison Russell into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Good sequence here so far. You get that slider going one way, then you come right back with the two-seamer going the other way.
Hot shot down the line. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Geyer ranging back, and this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to left, and the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, they're starting to make it look awfully easy out there. He gets a pitch he can handle. This becomes their second home run here in the inning, so they're starting to get some pretty good swings against him now.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. Bat explodes as this has popped up. On to Morrison at first, and that ends the inning. Corey Dickerson will lead things off here as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second.
Dickerson.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
Well, you got to figure that this guy's going to come out here free and easy here in the second. He's got a 3-run cushion already. No reason not to come right after these guys.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Batting sixth.
Steven Souza settles into the box for his first chance. Into the windup and the pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count. 0-2.
He's playing right into that big swing from a pitch before. Just throw something slow here, and you'll probably have him 3 feet out in front.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. First pitch on its way. Chopped toward the second baseman. Zobrist is there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Dexter Fowler will be the one to lead it off. Back for the top of the third here at the Trop as we give you a look there at nearby Clearwater Beach. And there is Dexter Fowler. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third.
Center fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Archer gets the sign. Here's the 0-2. And Fowler swings and misses as he's retired for round number 1. Stepping in, Jason Hayward. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Jason Hayward.
First delivery to him on the way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now. Chris Bryant stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. There's a ball hit out to left center, and it's over the head of the shortstop Miller for a base hit.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
And he commits to the pitch inside, and he definitely went around. That's strike 1.
And now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 1 left for the Cubs, but they're on top by a count.
Leading off for the Rays, number 8, center fielder, Desmond Jennings.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Tap fouled at home plate. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. Kurt Casale steps in now.
Catcher, Kurt Casale.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hard liner toward short, but right at the shortstop for the second out. Brandon Geyer will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Got him swinging in the dirt. Montero gathers, but the throw is late, so the inning will continue after the strikeout pitch gets away.
The batter, number 13,
Brad Miller is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, they got him on a breaking ball, so now we'll see if they try to put him away with soft stuff again if they get that chance.
Here's a look over to first. A dive, but he's back. A runner on first with 2 away. No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
And no throw, as it turns out, as he takes second with ease. And not what he wanted to do there, as now they'll need 4 outs to get out of this inning.
Evan Longoria.
That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And Longoria swings right through that one as he's behind 0-2 now. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, he's had a lot of guys swinging at pitches out of the strike zone early on, so it's a great idea.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. A golden. Ben Zobrist is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Chop foul right at home plate. Archer's ready. Here he comes 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
And I think that might have been a first. The first ball they've taken the entire game. Sound the trumpets.
Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
Maybe you worry about this guy getting a little too slider happy. That's 3 in a row now, so you're giving that guy at the plate a pretty good lookout.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Digging in now, Jorge Soler. And he'll be looking to add on to his 2 RBIs from earlier. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
2-run homer his first time. He's looking for another one on that swing.
Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures why mess with success when you get it to 1 and 2.
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Designated hitter.
Javier Baez stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. And this is taken outside for ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. A lot of balls down in the zone in the last inning or so.
And I think that's in response to getting bit by those 2 home run balls. He might be a little...
Oh, hold on here. Well hit into deep left center, and I don't think this one's coming back. No siree. This one is gone. So a solo shot here to left center field, and with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0. Addison Russell started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Cubs tack on another courtesy. Steve Pearce is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. And now maybe a mind game or two going on down there as he steps out a second time in the AB. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now. And now here's the 3rd time he's stepped out. Talk about breaking up a guy's rhythm. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. And he'll step out for a 4th time here. And now be careful, because I don't know many pitchers who care for these type of shenanigans. And now someone's going to need to take charge down there. This is getting ridiculous. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit hard on the ground to second. Zobrist has it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The batter, number 10.
Digging in, Corey Dickerson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2.
And we've seen guys swing at that four-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Steven Souza. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Swing and a miss on the sinker, 0-1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one, 0-2.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Miguel Montero heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
Catcher, Miguel Montero.
Hard hit ball to second. Pierce is there, and the fifth inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The batter, number 24.
Dexter Fowler will stand in again. He lined out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time up. Out in front of it, strike 1. 4 runs, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. The 0-2 home. Chopped foul at the plate, and will do it again. 1 out, nobody on. Hit to short. Miller's got it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting.
Jason Hayward will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Right side hit hard. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. Chris Bryant will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. Hit hard up the middle. Miller towards second. He's got it. And he'll just step on second for the force. And that'll. Logan Morrison will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the fifth. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Hit down the line at first. Oh, what a stop on the slide. It's in time.
Woo, no problem.
There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. Little chopper back his way. Throw is not going to be in time to get him, and somehow he's going to wind up with an infield single. Kurt Casale stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. On the move is Jennings. Pitch swung on and missed the throw, and it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Now a look and a throw back to second, and the runner will get back standing. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Drilled on the ground is short. Russell has it. Throw gets him, 2 down. Brandon Guyer will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he misses with it, 1-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Hayward is there. And that retires the side. Rays strand just the one. Anthony Rizzo will get settled in here as the Cubs look to get it going in their half of the sixth.
Anthony Rizzo.
Chop foul at the plate, strike one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Hit hard, but right into the shift. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
The second baseman, number 18.
So one gone in the inning, and that'll bring up Ben Zobrist. This is pulled into right, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. Around first, heading for second now. Poor base running there. Got him caught in a hot box between first and second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, I think this was a little bit of a gamble from my perspective. I had a feeling that he'd take a big turn around first and then hold on, but he was having none of it.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His second of the game. As they pile on, it's now 6-0. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, not his best effort right there. Luckily, he's still got another strike to turn things around.
Hit to third. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Addison Russell steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. On the ground to third. Longoria's got it. On to Morrison at first, and that ends the inning. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the sixth is straight ahead. It's the Cubs 6, the Rays nothing. Brad Miller will stand in to start things off as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1.
That's a case where he's just trying to do anything to get his guys on the board.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. He's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
Arrieta's got his target. Here's the 2-1. Down the third baseline. Oh, look at the sliding stop. It's there. He got him.
Oh, love it.
Your third baseman.
Leadoff man retired, and that'll bring in the powerful third baseman, Evan Longoria. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. And it's a foul ball, according to the ump down the line. Awfully close that time. And now let's hold on a second here. It looks like the umpires are going to converge, and there may be some question as to whether or not that was really a foul ball. You can see him pointing down the right field line, and I would not be a bit surprised if they decide to go inside to have a look at this, and indeed they will do that. All right, here comes our umpiring crew with their ruling. And it is a home run. They overturn their initial ruling, as they say this, in fact, was inside the foul pole. How about that? Here's Steve Pierce now, as he'll swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. Corey Dickerson will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Taken in by Zobrist. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. One in the inning for the Rays. Miguel Montero is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Catcher, Miguel Montero.
Hit well on the ground to first. Morrison takes this one himself. 3 unassisted on the putout.
The batter, number 24.
Dexter Fowler will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
The windup and the 0-1. And, he definitely broke the plane there as he went after the pitch inside, and it's strike 2. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
If there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now, that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Now in the box, Jason Hayward. He singled his last time up. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1. Bunt attempt, but that'll bounce foul. 2 out, nobody on. Down the first baseline. Morrison's there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Leading off the inning, Steven Souza, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
No reason not to go for broke now. What do you got to lose?
Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. And he is down on strikes again, so get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game. Logan Morrison will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if he can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
Arrieta into the windup. 0-1 pitch on its way. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Under it is Zobrist, 2 away now. Desmond Jennings steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting toward the third base dugout. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Chris Bryant comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Third baseman,
Here comes the first pitch. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. What do you guys think the plan is here to start the 8th inning?
Well, I'd bet they'll let him go until he gives up a base runner, and then after that, I think you've got to make a move.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Good changeup right there, down in the strike zone. Definitely the one they wanted to strike him out on, so that's a great job to lay off.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Whatever these guys are putting in their pregame meal, you can be darn sure they're getting the same setup tomorrow. That's 5 home runs as a team now. I mean, these guys are feeling it up there.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Into the box now, Ben Zobrist. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. Swing and a liner, but foul. Now a bluff here as he steps off to look him back at first. And a wasted pitch there, 1-2. Surprised that the bullpen hasn't swung into action yet?
Yeah, you know, now that you mention it, I think I'd at least get a couple guys up there scurrying around down there, or thinking about ordering a pizza or something.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Archer comes set. Here's the 2-2. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Now you've got a run already in, another runner on first. You got to think this has to be a fastball here.
And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Yeah, he's swinging a pretty hot bat here. 3 for 4 now after the base hit. And that wasn't a little bleeder. That ball was smoked.
Jorge Soler will come up now in yet another big RBI opportunity.
And he's got 4 already, and he's got a chance to make this a game to remember.
Comes set with the 0-1. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
And they will get him at third as he might have broken a little late as that ball got away, and that's a tough pill to swallow. 1 gone. The 1-2 pitch. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. Javier Baez gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. Kurt Casale will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Brandon Geyer gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2.
Not a real good effort there.
Now, it's one thing if it's a slider running away or something like that, but that pitch right there was never going to be a strike.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Bases are empty, one man out. Way outside. 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Hard sinker misses. 2-2. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now. Brad Miller will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Addison Russell steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. Line toward the alley in left center. And they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through. Miguel Montero will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. Hit hard back up the middle. He'll go to the bag for one. On to first, and they get the double play.
The batter, number 24.
Dexter Fowler ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Fly ball heading for the alley. After it is Jennings. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap.
Now batting, right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Jason Hayward will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double.
And this is really where you earn your money. Runner on second, 2 outs. Let's see what he can do here.
The 1-0 delivery. Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Miller onto the grass. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Evan Longoria will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. Arrieta gets the sign. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Oh, you like the way this guy is just going about his business here. He's got a big lead, but he's pitching like it's a tie game here in the ninth.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Hot shot to third. Bryant is up with it. And the throw to first just about takes him out as it skips up and over him. And they will tag him out between first and second.
Now batting, second baseman,
Steve Pearce will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
And not the greatest approach there as he offers it a pitch in the dirt, and it's even at 1-1. To short. Throw to first will be in time, and the Rays are now down to their final out.
the batter, designated hitter,
Corey Dickerson stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. This is line to left, and he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. Digging in, Steven Souza. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Well, a rough day so far. He's already got a hat trick, so I think it would be nice just to see him put some wood on it.
Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And he is out at the plate. Trying to get a little too greedy when he didn't need to be, and this ball game is over.
Well, we talked about how they needed a good outing out of this guy, and he gave them that and even more, finishing off the complete game victory.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitch.